Well, we're going to try example 2 from chapter 5, section 7, sketching a graph of a linear function when it's in function notation. So, in this case, sketch a graph of the linear function f of x equals negative 2x plus 7. To do this, we're going to use what's called the intercept method. And what this means is we're going to use these two pieces of information right here. The vertical intercept, we know that x is equal to 0. So then we're going to solve for y. And then the horizontal intercept, we know that y equals 0. So then we solve for x. And those will give us the 2 points that we want to put on the graph. We connect the dots, we have our graph. It's pretty straightforward. So we'll start with the vertical intercept. We know that x equals 0, so we sub that into the equation. So f of 0 equals negative 2 times 0 plus 7. Well, so f of 0 equals 7. That gives us the ordered pair, the coordinate 0, 7. So that would be right there. Ruining my marker. Now, that's my vertical intercept. My horizontal intercept, we know that y equals 0. So we do the same thing, except for this also means f of x equals 0, whichever way you want to look at it. So 0 equals negative 2x plus 7. Little algebra, I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. So now I have negative 7 equals negative 2x. Now I divide by negative 2. And I get 7 over 2 equals x. So that means my horizontal intercept is going to be 7 over 2 and 0. You guys know this better as 3.5 and 0. So 3.5 and 0 is right about here. Yeah, we approximate best we can, unless we get a nice number. And now we connect dots. We add the two coordinates, connect the dots. There's nothing to say it doesn't continue on, so if I have enough space, I can make my graph continue. Put arrows on the end of the line, like that and that. I should probably even label it. F of x equals negative 2x plus 7. Now, there's one other little thing that the book talks about, and I didn't even consider it, but I'm going to do it now. What if we wanted to know any point on the graph? Well, since this continues on forever, it's continuous, there's values for everything, you can just pick anything you want for x. So what if x equals 3? We just sub it in. F of 3 equals negative 2 times 3 plus 7. Negative 6 plus 7. So f of 3 equals 1. Which, when we go here, right there, 3, 1. We can do that with any value that we need. And it just so happens 0 is awesome because it is pretty easy to work with. And that allows us to get the intercepts, the vertical intercept, horizontal intercept. I would recommend using a ruler. As you can see, the graph doesn't turn out that great when I don't have one. or grid paper, graph paper, whatever way, also is useful to have. And we'll see you next time.